I've got two hot news stories for you, XRP fans, but one of them's gonna confuse you. For real, we need some clarity. And I'm not talking about the regs. We're also going to talk about XRP surpassing SOL. How? We'll get into it. Price action, got you covered. Are the bigs buying? Answer that as well. ETFs, outflows, inflows.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Oh, baby, it's time to play. Play with what? Well, I'm not going to tell you right now. This is a PG... No, it's not a PG-13 show because there's a warning in the beginning. And it's just not there to be cute. It's actually functional. Now, before we get into the crypto news, you know the deal. You're the viewer. You matter most. So I'm sharing your comments at the beginning of every video. It's something I've done for a while, and I think I'm going to keep doing it. Zemreal says, the price drop is so juicy for me. Someone's buying. Just give me more time to stock up. Trading isn't for me. I'm more of a long-term guy, so the volatility doesn't bother me. But I really love your channel, the only one I take seriously. Love all the way from the UK across the pond. Choo-choo biz nachos. I do long-term bags and short-term plays. I do both, all right? Why? I like the volatility, but at the same time, I also like making sure that I got stuff stacked away. Frankie's hanging out with us, and we know Frankie's a big hbar fan. Frankie says, I heard you picked up hbar. Welcome to the team. hbar for the win. I did. I bought even more yesterday. I've got a pretty healthy average going on right now in my short-term bag. My long-term bag, well, that's a super low average, but look, I'm looking to make some plays here, hoping that the United States government decides to work on regaronis in the next few months and we get a pumperoni. Jensen Claude says that intro beat was fucking sick. Thanks for the updates, Klaus. I'm buying the dip. FXI says banger intro song. What is that? Well, guess what? I've got it linked in the description below, and it's a community post. I've got my jams listed there. Bitcoin, 90,716. We need BTC to get back up 100,000. ETH, 2969. XRP at 209, while BNB's under 900. ADA, no love there. Check it out. 46 cents for ADA. hbar fans, you know I got to bring it up once I find it. hbar, 14.3. XLM, under a quarter. All right, volume for the crypto market, 185 billion right now, up 17%. These numbers are big kid numbers, and we got to be honest. They have held for now an entire year. That's right, a year ago we had the big election, which brought all the pro-crypto vibes in, which brought the volume in. Well, we're keeping that volume. Too bad the price isn't staying. Altcoin season index is 27 out of 100. Let's get on into it. DDC Enterprise enters an agreement to acquire 300 BTC. Okay, cool. People are still buying. Bigs are still buying. Companies are still buying. They're undeterred from the dip. I'm still buying. A lot of you are still buying. So business still goes on. Upon completion of the transaction, DDC's total BTC holdings will increase to 1383, representing an almost 30% expansion from its prior purchase. So some of these bigs are adding a lot to their bags. 30%? Whew, baby. BlackRock registers a new staked Ethereum trust in Delaware. Oh, BlackRock's getting into it again. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, Blackhawk, the world's largest asset manager, registered a new Delaware statutory trust, the iShares staked Ethereum trust on November 19th. Juicy stuff. Delaware registrations are a procedural first step that have typically preceded formal ETF applications with the SEC. The next step will be filing with the SEC. Yes. Now, BlackRock's getting into it even more. BlackRock made a shit ton of money from their IBIT, their Bitcoin one. Made tons of money from that. But wait. There's something coming up with XRP. It's super fucking confusing. I'm not a fan of it. You'll see what I'm talking about. US BTC ETFs snap a 5-day bloodbath streak as BTC reclaims. Oh, okay. Let's actually look at that. What are the info? Really? This little bitch thing right here, you're saying is snapping? No, girlfriend. Look at this. The last 30 days have been majority outflows. This little piddly thing right here of 75 million worth of BTC inflows, that's like little kid bullshit. That's like you show up with fucking crayons and you ain't staying in the lines crap. Come on, sell me something bigger than that. ETH, by the way, still had outflows. Ooh. ETH is like 7, 8 days in a row, 9 days. Fuck, ETH has just got a lot of outflows. Now, why is this important? Because you are seeing the bigs still buy. but you're also seeing them sell, right? The outflows, the big time outflows that we've seen here are because of what? Yeah, market negativity. Now zoom out, and what do you have? Mostly positivity for the year, but you can tell this last stretch has been dominated very heavily with negativity. Now, big news for XRP fans. The BITWISE XRP ETF is set to launch today. Here's the problem. The ticker symbol is XRP. Now, for Canary Capitals, it's XRPC, right? XRP and then C for Canary. BITWISE is like, look, we're just going to make our ticker symbol XRP. That's a little weird. They maybe should have made it like XRPB or XRPW for Wise, like Bitwise. Bitwise Asset Management is set to launch a spot XRP ETF on the NYSE under the ticker symbol XRP. This marks another milestone in the integration of cryptocurrency in the traditional finance markets, allowing investors to gain exposure to XRP, but without owning it directly. However, the decision to use XRP as the ETF's ticker symbol has created confusion. It's honestly probably a great marketing thing, because I think a lot of people are going to go that are not in the know. You and I know what XRP to buy, but a lot of people might be seeing this going, oh, this is awesome. We're buying No, you're not buying XRP in the New York Stock Exchange. You're buying an ETF. Krypton writer, a noted figure in the crypto community, tweeted, I still wonder how you guys were able to choose XRP to be your official ticker. Now we will need to write explainers to differentiate between XRP the asset and XRP between Bitwise ETF. I completely agree. I think they should have done something different. But from a marketing standpoint, I get it. They made it simple. You want to buy our ETF, it's XRP. Canary Capital's XRP ETF, the XRPC, they did a good job with their name, is now 360 times bigger than the SOL ETF. Yo, that's huge. XRPC surges in size, drawing massive investor interest. Now, let's see, what is the price of that? Because I think a lot of us really care most about that. Okay, let's do this. Let's put an XRPC, C for Canary. There we go. We have it up on the top because I've been checking it recently. And yeah, that's the chart right there. That's okay. So obviously it's got lots of inflows beating it there. It's not really doing so hot on a price job. North of 27 and now right around 21 cents and change. Canary Capital's XRP ETF has made a massive splash, quickly becoming 360 times larger than its SOL ETF after its launch on the 13th. While Canary's Capital's post highlights the strategic goal of expanding. So basically what's happening here is players like Canary Capital, Bitwise, BlackRock, they're making shit tons of money. If their thing is now 360 times bigger than Solana's counterpart, that means there's a lot of money pouring into this ETF. Too bad it's a lot of money losing. And remember, they make money on the movement, right? On the transaction. So these ETFs, a lot of them, 0.25%, 0.37%. A lot of juice to be made. Now, XRP's volume is up 33% to 6.15 billion. The price is up just a couple pennies to $2.11 right now. Go to the 24-hour chart, and yeah, there was a definite sale yesterday. How many of y'all were grabbing XRP? I read a few comments. Some of y'all said, yo, bro, I got in at 205 XRP. I know I buy sub 2, but 5 cents, what's the difference? Hey, I like the mentality. I like the thinking, but make sure you snipe, because I think we're going to have plenty of opportunities until we get the regaronis in, which we should be getting a vote on that sometime in December, and the main votes in January on. So that could be a big catalyst that pushes us into the next level. But for real, we need those regs to happen, because right now we're not sure if Powell's going to give us a cut. And yes, ETFs have seen inflows for the alts, but we need them to see juicy price action. Yes, some bigs are still buying. Yes, some people are confusing us with their names, but that's why I'm here to bring you the news, good, bad, happy, or sad. So Bitwise using the ticker XRP. I get it. I think it's kind of clever. Is it going to confuse a shit ton of people? Hell yeah, because they're going to see the price of it and be like, XRP, just, yeah, it's a little confusing. Now, that being said, we're not, kind of like freaked out by it in the crypto community, because we have shitloads of tokens with the exact same name. Just wish these players would have done something a little bit different. Volume has been good. Inflows for the altcoin ETFs have been good. Too bad the price action has sucked. Speaking of price action, look, a lot of you out there have been buying, and I understand why. If we get those regs like they say in the first quarter of 2026, the prices we're seeing now, they ain't going to be around long. Now, does this mean the train's not going to come back to the station? It's crypto. The train always comes back to the station, baby. That's right. Everyone's like, the train's leaving the station. You'll never get $2 XRP again. Okay, a little bit of time later, you get $2 XRP. Iced coffee of the bourbon variation from Guade. Just putting it out there. Love my iced coffee. A little bit of pew-pews in the background. And I might be picking up a couple more today or tomorrow if I get the phone call. Told my wife I only bought one, and I ended up buying two. Yeah, I'm a big kid with my own allowance. So choo-choo what? Well, I mean, the train's coming back to the station to pick us up, those of us that want to buy. And, of course, choo-choo bitches.